Okay, I think one of the biggest problems or one of the biggest fallacies in the narcissistic abuse recovery community is not really acknowledging how much time and how hard it really is to break free from this. Part of the problem is that when you're in the middle of it, you're trying to grapple with what you're dealing with, and then once you get through it, you don't want to deal with it anymore. You don't want to think about it. You don't want to talk about it. Now, you'll say different things like you'll get through it. You just go no contact, stay with it, it gets better, that type of thing, which those are all true. But the underlying tone of that's really missed is addressing the pain that you're actually going through right now. Now, the first part about this is just acknowledging that it does take a lot of time. And, a lot of people, when they look at these things, they think, okay, well, a breakup should only take a couple of months. But then you're looking at your situation and you're like, oh my God, I'm 6 months into it. I'm 9 months into it. I'm a year into it. I'm a year and a half into it. And you feel like you're not making any progress. Now, the hard part about this is that when you're looking at it, you start to have this backslide that you're thinking, holy crap, something else is wrong. This shouldn't be taking this long. Something else is seriously wrong if I'm not able to recover from this. And the sad truth is it takes a really long time. A lot of people don't mention that or they don't want to talk about it. And I bring that up because I know when I was struggling with this, when I was hitting the first year one and 6 months, close to 2 years, and I was feeling like I was still circling the toilet bowl and not making any progress, it's a freaking nightmare. And you're sitting there scratching your head going, what the hell? Maybe something is wrong with me, which yeah, we are going through something. So there is a fundamental truth with that. And if you're going through this, you know what I mean? You're not thinking like you're caught on a step. You're thinking, wow, if I can't get over this, then I must be really, really broken. And the underlying comment of that is that, and you will never get over this, which is absolutely not true. So then this rolls into the second real truth about this, and it's that connection that we really have. And I see this a lot with some comments on my videos, but I've seen it a lot in Facebook groups where people are just really struggling with no contact. They'll be at a month into it and they'll be posting comments saying, I want to reach out to the person. I can't stop thinking about them. And that kind of rolls back into what I was talking about before, because then you're thinking, well, all these other people have gone no contact. All these other people are implementing these things and they're just like, hey, I'm on day 10, I'm on day 30, I'm on day 60, I'm on 6 months. And people aren't talking about the tough times that they have through it. They're not talking about those dark days that they're sitting there by themselves and they're just completely falling apart, reminiscing about the person and struggling to not contact them. And I think it's really important to mention this because somebody starting out with this could really get the false impression that this is easy, that this is, you learn about, yeah, it's hard, but you learn about narcissistic abuse and boom, things change and things start falling into place. And hey, there's this no contact. I also have a term called hybrid no contact, but there's this term called no contact and you just implement that and it just erases them from your mind and everything gets easier. It's not that simple. And a lot of people don't really mention the fact of the struggles. So you can look at it if you're in the midst of this and you're trying to fight with this and you're trying to figure it out and you're like, man, why is everyone else able to get through this? I can't. I'm a few months into it and I'm still struggling. I've tried these techniques and it's not working. I understand that there's a trauma bond, but you don't really understand, right? But you say, okay, I get the trauma bond. I get the validation. I get that I was a target. I get that it was illusion. You get all of these different things, but you're still trapped on it. And a lot of people don't come out and say, hey, I struggled with that too. And I'm here to tell you, I did. I did a lot. There were a lot of times where just crazy things would set me off. Crazy things would cause an emotional flashback, and I would just completely fall apart, and it was devastating. So what's the point of this whole video, and what's the real nugget of truth? And the main part about this is acknowledging or realizing everything I just said is absolutely normal, and it's probably 80 to 90% of everybody going through this has experienced this. Like I said, a lot of people don't talk about it, or maybe they might hint at it, but nobody really will say it, straight to your face that this was really hard. I struggled with this. Even on my stuff, coming up with absolute thinking and hybrid no contact and black hole thinking, those were created because I was going crazy trying to wrap my head around this. I couldn't make progress. I knew that if I didn't try something different and really try to force myself to start healing from this, that I would be trapped. So my message for you, if you're struggling with this, is it's normal. It's a process that we have to go through. That trauma bond is so significant and so wrapped around you that it takes a lot of time and work to break free from that. So don't give up on it. Don't beat yourself up because you're thinking about your ex, because you can't get them out of your head. All of that is normal. If you're struggling with this, I made a podcast. My latest podcast goes into more detail on this. You can find that at Break the Cycle with DSD in all your favorite podcast viewers, or head over to the Dad Surviving Divorce website. And if you're dealing with this, put it in the comments below. And if you've gone through this, if you've dealt with this, put that in the comments below too, because I think it's really helpful if people realize that this is a struggle. This is a process. It's not easy. It's not you find some magic pill and everything starts getting better. I mean, things do get better, but there's still a lot of work with it. So on that, I hope you're doing okay. I hope this video helped you. If you know somebody that's struggling with this, share this video with them, because maybe it would help them put all of this into context and give them a little bit of peace and relief with what they're struggling with. If you are struggling with this, I do have a playlist. There'll be one of the video cards on the screen right now that you could click on to take you to it. I'll also put it up in the cards. It's Mindset for Narcissistic Abuse Recovery. That can really help you. If you see that this channel can help you, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification to get notified when I publish new videos, and I'll chat with you on the next video. Take care. Bye.